Okay, so I did a video on repairing the hibernation mode on the Spark battery. You run these little boards, and then you need these cables. You need to put the cables on the board, and you need to get the ends of the cables and put them into here, and then make sure nothing shorts out. And I thought, there must be an easier way of doing this. And I had this charging board here, and I thought to myself, what happens if I take this board and put it inside this Spark charger unit here? So this is the end result. We've got the board here, and that's just stuck down with a sticky pad. USB lead, just going out the little notch in the side. I've got the data and the clock pins connected up to the contacts here. You'll also notice there's a ground wire which is needed for the board. I've also run a red and a black onto the terminals here. The reason for that is because on some of these Spark batteries, in fact all the DJI batteries, the battery killer software doesn't always work unless you put a voltage on the battery. So I can just plug in this normal standard lead here into this caddy and it will supply power. The question is, of course, does it work? Well, there's only one way to find out. That's to put the cover back on this and see whether or not it actually does work. So just give me one moment. It does all just clip back in again in its original context. So I'll just take the cover back off. I did have to notch out part of the board here to allow for the board there. So it's not a problem at all. Just pop that all back in, and as you can see, all clipped together as if it was never opened in the first place. Put my screws back in. I'll just do this off camera. Okay, so we're going to pop the battery on. Remember, it was this board here. I'm going to pop it on like that. As you can see, it won't charge. We will plug in the charger lead though, just to show you the fact it doesn't charge. As you can see, nothing out of that battery whatsoever. So I'm going to unplug that, and we're going to plug in the USB lead into my computer. There we go. And now if we come down onto the battery killer software and we click connect, you can see it's connected up. Go over to log, and I'm going to click on read info. Now as you can see, it says could not read SM bus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in like this, and now I'm going to click on read info, and now you can see I can read all the info there. So all I need to do is click on unseal FAS. There we go. Clear PF, could not clear PF. Clear PF2, that's been cleared. And if we go to unseal the bottom and click on clear PF there, click on unseal and then click on clear PF. There you go. So sometimes clicking on PF, clear PF doesn't work. You sometimes have to come down to the unseal tab at the bottom. And that's it. Click on reset chip and seal. Now hopefully you can see this battery is now started to charge, which is, oh, I'm going to do something really weird. It's going flash flash flash. So what we'll do, we'll take it off that one and we'll pop it onto a normal charger there. There we go. Don't charge it on the one you built the board on, put it on the other one there, and it's now doing something. I'm going to give that a little bit of time, and we'll leave it running and we'll see if it charges up fully. Once it's charged up fully, we'll give it a test in the Spark. Okay, so there you go. Battery has now fully charged up, and a working battery in a rather uniquely easy way to use DJI battery killer. So I thought that video was in the bag, I was going to upload it, but then I had this thought. I've got a Mini 2 and a Mini 1 battery here. As they're the same pinouts as the Spark, can I use this board? So let's put that on, and it does indeed fit on there. It's plugged in. It's not showing it's drawing any voltage though. So let's plug in the battery killer and then run the program. I'm going to click on connect and then log, and then I'm going to read info, and it's ready. So that means I can use this Spark board for Mini 1 and Mini 2 batteries. So let's unseal, clear PF, clear PF2. PF2 is not active. Okay, let's go down to unseal and unseal that, clear PF, clear PF2. It says error PF2 is not active. That may be because I've been playing with this before I did the video, so that might be why PF2 isn't active. We'll reset the chip and then we'll seal it. Okay, right, so let's now take that one off. The Mini 2 battery, let's take that one off and we'll put on the Mini 1 battery. Let me just close out battery killer, 1 second. Right, so let's put this one on then. This one has the same pin out as the Mini 2, so that's that one on there. So let's rerun battery killer. And again we're going to click on connect, log and read info. Yes, okay, so unseal, clear PF, clear PF2, reset chip and seal. Now I'm not saying that these will charge because I have a charger here. Let's see whether or not these charge. I have tried these before, but I've never been able to unseal them. I just couldn't get it to work. So let me just plug in a power lead and see whether or not this light goes to red for charging. That is actually charging. I've never been able to get this 2 to work. Let me just try the 1 because this is the same type of battery. Sadly it won't charge. It is hit and miss. I've had a few batteries that have been sent to do, and some charge and some don't. Don't know why that is. Right, so that one's definitely charging. I might leave this on the charger here for maybe 10 or 15 minutes to see whether or not putting it onto a spark charger gives that a little bit more life. I'm going to leave that one charging. So yes, you can use a spark charger plate for Mini 1, Mini 2 batteries. I wonder which other ones are available. So according to the help guide, the Mavic 2 Pro Zoom's got more pins, Mavic Air 1, Mavic Air 2, so I couldn't use those on here. Mini 2, Mini 1, we know the spark, and the Mavic 3. The Mavic 3 might, because, well, I'm saying that the clock pins are in a different location, so we couldn't use it on the Mavic 3. So on this one it's just going to be the Mini 1, Mini 2 and the spark battery. So there you go, spark charging board with the battery killer board built in. It does spark the Mini 1 and Mini 2. If you want to get into the business of repairing these batteries, like I said, it seems a bit of a foolproof way of doing it. These are about 30 quid on eBay with a charger, and you can then start running a hibernation fix. I see many people offering for the spark. I don't see many people offering for the Mini 1 and Mini 2 batteries. Maybe I'll put a listing up. Maybe one of you guys out there will put a listing up for it. But that's it from me. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.